Hey everybody, this is your girl Asia Towns, and this episode that you're about to listen to was recorded July 2017 with Humble Hands TV. That's Brian Tidwell, B Titty, Ashley Renee, and I See You Got Jokes, and Jareen was also in there. We had a great time. It was my very first recording. I was actually really nervous. I felt like I didn't know anything that I was doing outside of pressing some of the buttons on the mixer that I have. We had a great time. It's unedited, it's uncut. You're going to hear the growth in me and the show and the direction and everything. It was just like my first show. Like, I'm like, okay, boom. We had a really great time, and I know it's a lot of growth that has come. The intro that I did, I like found an app and like produced my own little intro beat. So check it out, enjoy it. Make sure you're following me at the Asia Towns on Instagram, and also the Culture Podcast at the Culture. Now, peace and blessings. Thank you so much, Humble Hands TV, for being my very first guest on the show. This is a really special show to me because it basically started everything. And the people that were on it, like I said, they've grown so much, and I just love them a lot. Shout out to Humble Hands TV. Shout out to just everybody that's doing their thing. Peace and love. Check it out. Enjoy. Hello world, this is your girl Asia Towns. You are tuned into the culture. Today I have an exciting show ready to go for everybody. I have Brian Tidwell, aka Cleveland comedian Brian Titty, B Titty. He's in the studio today
1D.
with the whole crew. Brian, can you please introduce yourself and let everybody else introduce themselves, please?
I got you. So yes, my name is Brian, aka B Titty. Cleveland's on 1/5 of 6. Humble Hands TV, writer, comedian, actor. Next up we have TT.
It's Mr. Y Gotta Go First himself. I go by the name of Jareen, and I'm just here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's Ashley Renee, and I am the First Lady of Humble Hands TV, also the CEO of Maven Body Studio.
Cute.
All right.
Let's go.
My name Kwame, Mr. I See You Got Jokes, a.k.a. the Quan Bomb, a.k.a. Mr. Snack Queen. 60,000 views on YouTube, by the way. David Ruffin. and these are the Temptations.
These are the Temptations. Back to me. Yeah, so I'm glad to have Humble Hands on deck today. I'm really excited. We have an exciting show lined up. Basically, we're going to get right into it. Brian, B Titty, young Titty. What's going on with you? What's coming up?
Right now we just all just came from doing a 48-hour film festival,
Okay.
which was dope. You know, Kwame, myself, Ashley. Was Reem in that? I think Reem was in that. He had half a bar in there.
Okay.
But we just did that. It was dope because it was originally supposed to be like 20 other people that was a part of it, and you might as well say it was a Humble Hands TV production because it was everyone that was in the sketch. We end up getting the lead roles and stuff like that. It's crazy how God works sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we end up getting the lead roles. That's dope. 48
that's
hours.
What's up.
And now we just doing the sketches. Humble Hands TV on YouTube. One word. Subscribe to the page. So we doing the sketches now. Still doing stand up. You know, we just all trying to individually just grow. You know, Aisia, the Maven Body. What's the website?
Oh, it's MavenBodyStudio.com.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure.
Get up in there. Get up on in there.
Maven Body is a company that I started after my first company, Winks by Ashley Renee. It started off as a eyelash extension salon, but I went and ventured out. So now I take care of all the skin and body needs. I also sell products. So if you do lash extensions, if you're a fitness trainer, or dancer, whatever. I have apparel, and I have eyelash extension products as well as 3D mink. Go on, you can book online, you can purchase things online, keep up to date, like with just different skincare tips and everything.
Okay.
So Maven means
Yes, because I was about to say, now what's up with the name?
Maven is Hebrew for expert or connoisseur.
Okay.
So I thought it was just real cool because when I started doing lashes full time, a lot of people had they called themselves the lash queens and lash goddesses, and I'm just like, yeah, I ain't feeling those. I don't want to be one of those.
That's kind of generic, actually.
Yeah,
That's not like
so
almost
I
something.
just was just like, okay, well,
Because it's
what
actually
about-
more than lashes.
Well, now I'm doing.
Now it's more than lashes. So yeah.
So before it was just I was calling myself the Lash Maven, and then that's when I started my product
okay.
line.
Maven Body.
So yeah, it was
right.
it was. It just started
like
off
it.
as something real small, and now
Okay.
I just was like, no, I want to expand.
Somebody's getting naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you hot?
You all right? Welcome back.
Right.
Yes,
Taking
Reem had
care of
stepped out of
those
the
behind
studio
the
real quick,
scenes.
everybody. He had to step out of the studio, but everybody could still see him. He was
Yeah.
like getting undressed and whatnot.
Yeah,
All right,
so
Reem.
it started off just lashes, then it expanded into taking care of everything. So now that's why it's Maven Body.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I'm all for supporting Black entrepreneurs and Black businesses, because not only because I'm Black, but we're great, and like I feel like people don't give us the credit that we are due. They just see like the negative stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are really look at Brian. He's in here with a suit, and we all have jeans and stuff on.
Business too.
Yes,
Man.
stand up management. I actually was just telling somebody in New York about that.
Okay.
Brian, B Titty, young Titty, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He has a market. Is it marketing?
Yeah, sales and marketing
I'm loving
firm company.
that. I love firm with it. I love the word
You know, we
firm.
do firm,
I
president.
like firm. I like president, firm.
Yeah,
All that
president
stuff is good
of
to me. Those are
stand-up
good words.
management and corporations.
And you're you're the president.
Yeah, I own
CEO,
it.
boss.
Yeah, the boss.
Of the firm.
Of
Say
the
firm.
Of the
Don't
firm.
say
You like
company.
firm?
I like firm.
You like firm?
I like firm.
President of stand-up management, sales and marketing firm.
Firm. Yes.
You
Just
know,
like that. Just like that.
But it was hard work. I did
can
it mainly for comedy. I started in the entry level position, and I seen the type of money these dudes was making, just doing sales, and I was just like,
I like it.
you know, that's 14 bricks right there. Like, you know?
Yeah, I'm about to get that. Right. Let me get that. Let me
You
get
know,
on up on there. Yeah.
Right, but you know, I interviewed with a guy. He was my age at the time I interviewed, and I just left from, y'all know I did McDonald's for like all my life,
Yeah,
like
you
13
was up in
years,
there. I remember.
and left nothing to show for it.
Getting fries.
Flat broke, no phone, and I'm interviewing with this guy who 28 at the time, and was like, yeah, I just made $40,000 last month, and I'm like, come again, say what?
Can you say that again?
Who was left over
Right.
at the butcher? So I'm just like, how did you do that? And then, I did door-to-door sales. I was doing door-to-door sales, going to people's houses. And, I did that for 2 years. Got promoted out to my own office, and now, we got a team of about 20 people right now. So, that's why I'm here with y'all during working hours, because, when you own your own stuff,
you can do what you want to do.
You don't got to be there all the time.
See, that's what
Right?
I'm talking about.
And then next up we got Kwame. Me and Q go back 2011. I met Kwame. He came at an open mic, and he made a joke about because we went to the same high school, and he made a joke about this group of dudes that lived over there, the slab, and they got like this dance they be doing. So he got up there doing that. I was just cracking up, and then after that I met him, and I ain't see him again until like 2 years later. What was it, like 2 years later? Yeah, and then she like. My ex at the time, she's like, yeah, that's my friend Kwame. I'm like, man, I know Q, man. He do comedy on and off. He a part-time comic.
Right.
And stuff like that. But it's crazy, though. I met Kwame, and then we was just clicked after that. Like, I'm like, man, that's my dude. Mm-hmm. And then I met Ashley through a video she did with Kwame.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it would be no. I'll let Q explain that. Queens.
Come again, what'd you say?
So basically, without Q, it would be no humble hands. Oh, it would be.
It has still been Humble Hands. it'd have been the humble fist, man. You know what I'm saying? The humble thumb. Humble palm. No. So, what were we talking about? No, I'm saying which part? Where are we starting at?
You know, just how I met. Like I met.
Oh, I met Ashley. Yeah, I met B. It was that night. That night, I remember that was like one of my first times performing off of CSU campus. Because the first time I performed off campus was, I had started actually doing comedy at CSU. Like they had a competition, an open mic competition, and I won like back to back.
What?
I brought all my residents. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in my family. But Cleveland James holding that basically. But no, it was $1,000. Like, so people was getting up there doing anything. I'm with it. Like they. So, but my first time, right. So the first time I performed off campus was at Beethoven's. I don't know if everybody remember that spot. Beethoven's. Oh, so I did that one, and then the second time, Rob, I had hosted this fashion show for Street Smarts in House of Fashion at CSU still, and then I met Rob Ward there, and he was like, "Man, I do this night at 1-2 Lounge. You got to come up there. You got to come up there.
Lounge,
you got to come up there and do it." And I remember I was nervous too because it was like niggas in there smoking Black and Milds. I'm like, man, this ain't the dorms. We are not in Kansas anymore.
Right.
So, but it was like, but I had to remember. I'm like, man, this is home. This is all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, these are all the people that you know what I'm saying. I basically like. Went there with it, and I went to the Ville for a year, but I had went to MLK, and I ended up transferring to Marshall and graduated from there. But those were people that I had knew just from around the way, and it kind of just went from there, like really sporadically, like just like step in, step out, really playing double dutch with comedy. But when I ran into B, like being around B and Rob really like helped me like really like get on it, like I really wanted to do like just really inspired me for real, like just saying like not enough people say that, like you really don't get people around you the recognition, like they really like anytime I had a great show, it's always because of like Rob or B, you know what I'm saying. When I did Hilarities, like I was like talking to Rob and let him hear my stuff like before, and like he was like, man, that go, like you definitely got to do that, and that was years ago. That was like that was 2013 that was 2012 2013. So yeah, but when I did like I had always like did some videos sometimes, and I had stopped doing them just like for professional reasons because I was working at a college. This is like like when I started doing it in 2014. But when I wrote Snack Queen, I'm just like, forget it. I shot it in the house that was on campus and everything. Like, yeah, when I shot Snack Queen, the parody to Trap Queen for Fetty Wap, like I didn't think it was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, that big. And people was, man, they was playing it. Like, mind you, I graduated already, but they was playing it at CSU parties, like both versions. Like DJ Aussie was mixing it in into his set.
Snack
like,
Queen.
So they was playing it at that spot.
Check out Snack Queen. Check out Snack Queen.
What was it?
Oh, it was top 3 on
Yes,
man.
Snapchat.
Yeah, it was on It was on the Snapchat Discovery Story.
For the greatest
Tasty Made, yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
Parodies about food. Yeah, it was top 3. Like it was like Weird Al Yankovic, and he did like the parody remake.
Right, yeah.
And then it was a number 2 spot, and then I was 3. So that was really.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we were 3.
I was 3.
But you know what? Though? No, the
I'm
dopest
David
part,
Ruffin in
to get to the point.
Temptations.
The dopest part about that that song, that parody was Ashley, because I think I called you that night. That day. I hit her up that morning like, look, somebody backed out, man. Like, I really need, and it kind of really reversed it because like the story was, and I kind of rewrote it on the way Ashley was there. The story was more so about the girl than me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then I kind of switched the lyrics, like, to put it all like on me, like, because the girl was like a bigger girl, it was like a snack queen, like,
right.
But then like when Ashley came, I'm like, damn. So I'm like, all right. So I kind of like rewrote tweaked it a little bit, and then rewrote about me, and man, she came through on that though.
Oh, that's what's up.
And that's how I end up. Yeah, that's how. Let me get to mine. Oh, that's right. But yeah, that's how I end up. I saw that, and then I was just like, because I was always doing the sketches and stuff like that in between, and I saw that video, and I texted Q. I was like, man, who the girl you got in the video? Man, she was like funny and stuff like that. A lot of girls don't really be funny in videos.
Absolutely.
So then he told me, and I remember I was just like, oh yeah, man, she cool, man. I'm about to see if she gonna be in some of our videos. Right. And that was like 2 years. I didn't even hit her up until like 2 years later.
Oh my God.
I had just met. I had only met her once before.
Yeah.
I had only met her like once before.
But like you said, B, that's how God works.
Yeah, and
That's
I hit
how
her
God
up,
works.
and then I hit her up to be in one of our sketches, And then we missed another guy, Tim. One young legend on Instagram. I hit Tim up. Tim, an actor, and he was doing like skits and stuff like that. And I hit him up like, man, we got to start going hard. It's a lot of people who putting out watered down material. They got millions of subscribers and views and stuff like that. And I was like, man, we just got to go hard. And then I wrote a sketch, some Monopoly sketch. I reached out to Ashley, like just nervous, like, hey, I'll be wondering if you would. She's like, oh yeah, I come. Just let me know. You know, she came full 2 outfits. It was like 3 sketches. I'm like, let's get it. And then after that, we did 2 or 3. And then it was just supposed to be just that. Like Ashley just supposed to be in that. And then I was like, damn, I kept writing sketches where I need a girl. I'm like, fuck it. And then Carmine, he was just like always in and out because he was doing the school and stuff like that. And put Q, and I'm like, man, if Q can just do it full time, man, like that'd be the missing piece. Then we got Q. Then we got Mark. This dude, Mark. Shout out to Ghetto Kids, Big Dreams TV. Follow Mark. Just a good dude, man. The first videographer that ever reached out to me was just like, I like what you're doing, and I won't charge you to do your projects and stuff like that, because everybody else try to charge you like they film Transformers. Like,
man, what?
How much you charging? $800 to set up. And you're like,
I try to get somebody to come here and use my phone.
Yeah.
I need $85.
Yeah.
Bitch, where?
Right. So, and then that's now we got TT.
TT with it.
So that's Tim's cousin and stuff like that. He actually rap. We trying to get him to break out of his shell and do that.
Yes, I'm gonna need you to spit something.
But and then he was helping out with a lot of the lights and stuff like that. And then no, but real talk, he was helping out with a lot of the lights and stuff in the first couple of sketches. But then he was loyal. He was like reposting and stuff like that. And then he was promoting the videos, and then we actually put him in the paid in full one we just did for his first sketch debut. And now Ashley is like our unofficial manager. It's like yay or nay.
Basically.
Yeah, self-proclaimed. If she not feeling it, we really don't like go with it. We like
That's usually how it is.
But that's pretty much what that. So subscribe, Humble Hands TV, on YouTube. But that's pretty much what we're doing right now.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you guys for letting me know how you guys got together. I loved it. It was great. And now you guys are here, and we are on the Culture Podcast. Woot woot.
Do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture. Basically.
Humble Hands.
Humble Hands TV. So basically, we're about to get into this little game real quick. Just trying to get into people's minds.
Monopoly.
Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. Podcast version.
I play spades.
Monopolizing your mind.
Basically, monopolize. Yeah, get it with it. So basically, I came with the segment called 30-Second Thoughts. And basically, this consists of we're going around the table, and one of us is going to say a subject, 30 seconds to give us your thoughts on that subject. We have subjects of R. Kelly, Michael Vick, Usher, Kyrie Irving, Cleveland Cavaliers, and white people. I like those. White people. Yeah, 30-second thoughts. So
what do you mean, you people?
So basically, you can pick. Somebody got to pick something to. Whatever you pick is what I or Ashley or Dave is gonna ask you. Like if you say, "Well, I won't."
Call me David.
I want. Excuse me, Q. Excuse me. You call me David. Is what we're gonna ask you. So
can I pick the first topic for the person?
Huh?
Can we answer it?
You what'd you say?
Bad boy.
He said, can you pick the first topic?
Do I look like I was left off Bad Boy? Do I look like I was left off Bad Boy? Do it like a
restaurant. That's all I would have said to him. Yeah.
So, Brian, you're gonna be first.
I'm not up first.
Oh, you want to pick somebody to be first? Sure. Well, Ashley, you want to be first?
I guess.
What?
I'm on the spot. Let's go.
Yep. Remember.
Can I pick the topic that she got to talk about?
Sure. Give us 30 seconds of
my
what you
thoughts.
think
I already know
about 30-second thoughts. We are starting now with Usher. If you guys can see her
I
face.
think that is. First of all, I'm disappointed, and I'm just really, really upset, and I hope it's not true. That's all I can say.
No, it is.
Oh, it's true.
Oh,
What Kurt,
It's very true.
what Kurt ain't gonna say? It's true.
Right.
Oh, it's damn true.
it's unfortunate. He was one of my,
Damn,
She
he ain't dead.
crushes.
Right, I was about to say, wait, are we talking about a whole different thing? Just guys, we're talking about Usher infecting others with the herpes, not the
Gift that
burn.
keeps on giving.
Right. That's what we're talking about.
I think it's unfortunate, but ladies, it is also your responsibility
Absolutely.
to be keeping yourself protected.
Yourself
So
together.
it's his fault, but not really.
Oh, I think 30. Oh, so the timer wasn't running, so that was a freebie. So she got that off because I think it was way more than 30 seconds. However, we are moving right along to Q. We're gonna be talking about. We need your 30-second sauce on R. Kelly. Starting now.
All right. I mean, come on now. I mean, is anybody really shocked though? For real? Like,
Not at all. Trapped in a closet.
no,
Think about
like,
it.
Come on, like.
Think about it.
I seen
That's
this
the
meme about him and Usher mess with the same girl. So how that connect?
Oh,
Like, about
that's
same girl.
crazy.
That was funny, but I mean, I think he probably does have a group that he trying to like make
Trapped
his
in the
own
closet.
in-house super team of females,
Not super team, but
young females. Now, when you say teenagers, you,
oh, they said super team.
30.
Oh, that was 30. That was thoughts on Mike Vick starting now. Mike Vick.
He a coon. Nah, that's some BS, man. You got cornrows and you talking about. I think he Colin Kaepernick need to cut his braids so he could get picked up by an NFL team. You know, that's what we're going through right now. People not getting jobs because of their name. You know, selecting black on your application, and now you want him to cut his braids so he can play football and things like that. I just think it's
ridiculous.
No, you can't piggy on my. Go ahead.
30, 35.
30.
No, 30, 35 on him, but please, your thoughts.
No, I was just saying, but it makes sense that Mike Vick said that.
Oh, no, how?
It makes sense that he was the one that said it, not because he had braids, but because he seems
He's
like
ignorant.
he does things for the job. Like he doesn't care. Like whatever it is to get the money, he's just gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
He don't
That's a
do it for
different
the
angle.
culture.
Yeah, he don't do it for the culture.
He don't do it. Right, plug right there.
Doing it for the
Do it for the
on, Q,
culture.
come on,
Q,
Q.
talk to him.
Let's go, Q.
You got the battle. I said, first off, you ain't doing it for the culture. Matter of fact, you like a bird. You a culture vulture.
Hold on, is my mic on?
Let me check this testing.
Is my mic on?
Right.
Let's go. We
Yeah.
got bars.
Bars for
Turn my
days.
headphones up.
Turn
Turn
my
my headphones up.
So, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Was that it? Oh, that was.
That should have been
No, that
one.
was actually a
That
good
should've
point.
I should have gave you 2 hours on that one.
That should have been
was good.
See, I didn't get a chance. Unfortunately, Jay-Z's my favorite rapper, but I have not
Best friends?
heard the album. I'm
What?
pretty sure it's amazing.
Oh,
I'm really upset at
son.
myself, but I
I would
a
have
lot
never
going on.
moved to the.
To the
Man.
neighborhood. If I knew you would never listen to 444.
Man, I'm so mad, and I got tickets to the concert, and I don't even know.
We about to
but
get
I'm about
some.
to, yo, they're go ahead and get them.
I thought it was cheap.
I thought it's
Yeah,
cheap.
title.
Title.
It was one-
I
if
was
you
selling
got title,
tickets. I was
it's-
buying tickets for people and like giving them discounts, charging like for a title. Because I had the title app, so my homeboy bought tickets. He bought 2 tickets, and I was charging
You can buy
$2
tickets
'cause
through
it was early
Tidal?
release. It was early release. If you have title, if you're a title subscriber, they released a week before they came out for like the queue.
Mm. See, that's what it
So I was
is. I
scalping
need to go.
tickets.
I'm a huge Jay-Z fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big Beyonce fan.
What's your favorite album?
Off the rail.
Blueprint 1 and 2. Yep.
Album.
Oh, I can't. It's hard. Oh man. Gift and a Curse. No,
See?
it's hard, man. Jay-Z's
Debatable,
a
man.
he's a legend. What the hell?
That's
I know everybody say he's a Illuminatus and all that.
Illuminatus.
He's an
I doubt
Illuminatist. You know what? I think he knows what people are saying, so he plays off of it.
Oh,
he plays
of
their
course.
intelligence.
Listen to his, if
Him
you
and
listen to his
Beyonce.
lyrics. Yeah, if
He-
you
he
listen to
gon-
his lyrics,
he
he know what people
plays-
saying. He watching.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
in
he
church,
watching.
being in church. You know, I grew up in New York. Poughkeepsie, New York. Shout out, Poughkeepsie High School was good. I remember going to church, and they had a whole youth night devoted to the Illuminati. And how I remember remember Power, the Kanye West song Power, that album that had just came out, and I'm like, oh, trying to get my life right, get my Jesus in.
My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Yes,
One of
that
the
was
best
my.
albums
I
by
man,
him.
what? With the
Best album.
I don't like
If not the
Nicki
best.
Minaj, but the Nicki Minaj voices and stuff. Man,
You might
what?
think you've peeped the
Hey,
scene.
come on now, give me
You
that.
haven't.
Talk to me, right. I remember going to church and they like gave did a demonstration on the Illuminati, and I was really scared. However, every time I listened to Jay-Z and Beyonce afterwards, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so lifted. Is it the Illuminati lifting me from this song? Nah, for real. So then, like, I discovered the Beehive. I don't think I'm a part. How do you get a part of the Beehive?
You have to attack somebody for saying something negative about Beyonce.
Right.
Oh, I've done it. I've done it then.
I want to let y'all
I've been
know.
a part of it for years.
Since I was like 9.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I
'cause
stood
I've-
toe to toe with the Beehive on Twitter.
Yeah,
October 21st, 2015.
he did.
I just want to put that out
You
there.
remember that?
Yeah, man.
Can we hear a little bit about that? What happened?
Can we
with
hear
it?
a little bit about that? Because
Yeah,
the
so
Beehive is real.
So I was bored. This is actually was one of the things that led to shut down my old Twitter. by
And
the way.
Ashley's gonna rebuttal you on this comment.
So I was bored one day, and I remember I said it too. I put a disclaimer like, "Man, I'm bored. Watch this." That's what I tweeted before, and I was like, "Man, Beyonce overrated."
Oh, I don't even know if you. I should
Beyonce.
put
I
this
said
on the
Beyonce.
cast.
I said
I'm
Beyonce.
really scared to put
Listen,
it.
I'm a Beyonce fan. I ain't gonna lie, but I just did. I just put it out there. So I said
Oh,
Beyonce
damn.
overrated. So it wasn't. It was catching. I had like 1,200 followers at the time. So it was catching. People that I knew was just coming at me like, "Oh my God, you doing this for attention?" Boo, 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 boo. I'm like, "Nah, man." So I started adding supporting. You know what I'm saying? Details of why I thought. So I'm like, and then I said, if Aaliyah would have never died, Beyonce wouldn't be who she was today.
Oh my God! Why would you say that?
Somebody with like 10K followers threw a oop, like retweeted it, and they just it was a bunch of stands.
Murder.
That's the first time I ever been called sis. Like they was dragging my profile
Come through,
picture.
sis.
Like man, and if you add my old handle. On there, you will still see some of like the videos where like I'm like her vocal pitch range ain't even all that. People was like, here, take a pic. Like people like added a compilation of like different Beyonce hitting different notes. Like
Oh
my
my
goodness.
God!
Yeah, they was but
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
an experience.
fight back.
See,
I stood toe to toe. I'm
that's
2-0.
ridiculous.
I went at it with Miles from Moesha
What?
and Mike Epps.
With the ears? Got it.
You want to hear that story?
I do want to hear that story.
I went at it with Miles from Moesha, and I went at it with Mike Epps, and it was like the same comment, probably 2 years apart. I was Miles had posted a picture of himself like doing a photo shoot. He was like in a army fatigue with like no shirt on and stuff like that. And I was like, "You like one of them dancers from Destiny Child Soldier video?" And then, so he was like, I was just talking stuff. I had just got on Twitter too. And he was like, "You know who you look like?" I'm like, "Oh, you." I'm like, "Oh, you want to go?" But I told him up for probably like 30 tweets, and he was like, "This, all right, you got it, young blood, man. I gotta get back to this money." And then I was like, "Okay, cool. I got a lot of followers after that." So I'm like, "All right, cool." Mike Epps had posted. He was like in this like leather like outfit, and I had I was like, "You like a gay biker boy?" Mike Epps went too cool with it though. He DM'd me. And he's like this. You know what you look like, faggot? I'm like, I'm like, what? He like, you like you need your ass beat. I'm like, I'm a huge fan.
He came.
I was
came
like,
at it. He
no
came from
LOL.
the father-
I'm like, Mike, you a fool. He like, seriously. I'm like, I'm a
came-
big fan. You know?
Love your work.
Yeah, he came at you like a daddy for real.
Yeah, but
He
like
your
Mike,
ass
like
beat.
if you know Mike Epps, like he don't play about jokes. Like the one comedian made the joke about a Mike Epps video about him like doing coke, but like was being funny and stuff like that. And Mike beat him up. It was a comedian.
Oh my God!
Caught him at the show,
Yeah.
beat him up, and then do the next video to catch him outside, tell him man up. And, the next video, the dude probably like 2 weeks later, he had like a neck brace. So I'm like, damn. He
my
like, yeah, this
God.
what happened when comedians can't take a joke. We like, you got your ass whooped.
That's what happened. See, that's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
So what is Ben was talking about comedians in the whole. What
Okay.
is the role? What do you think the role is of the comedian in the black community? What's the role outside of making people laugh? And like, cause Richard Pryor, one of the greats that ever did it,
He was woke,
He was woke.
especially at the end of his career too.
He was real, man. I listened to some of his stuff, like some of his interviews, and I was just like, man, this dude been through some stuff for real. Like, in front of the scenes and behind the scenes, like he was like he was put through some stuff. Like they used to, like, from my understanding, separate his what is it called when you get dressed? When you get your dressing room, they used to like put it all the way, like, you know how they have the cabins or the little things on wheels. What are those called?
Trailers.
They used to put his all trailer like 3 miles from where they were shooting. I'm just like, wow, and he wouldn't talk about it because like, this is what you got to do when you black. But he had a big role, like you said, towards the ending of his life and everything, the end of his career. He was real major. But the marrying a white woman, I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, that's a fall to a lot of
Yeah,
black
a lot
greats.
of
That shit right there, I just can't get with it.
I think to stay on that though, to touch on that is just like, I mean, even if you look at the art of comedy and the history of like black comedy, like you definitely have a responsibility. Like everybody who opened the door for that, like one of the, like Dick Gregory. When you think about Dick Gregory, who he was then and who he is now, like
Paul
just
Mooney.
Paul Mooney. A lot
Yeah,
of
they
those like people who are activists, like they opened the door and broke down some of those barriers for that.
Major.
So you think about the ones now, like just even we facing some of those same like social injustices and adversity as black people. Period. It's like you still have a responsibility as a comedian, as an artist, to address that. Whether you make it funny or whether you use your influence as your platform to like, really address some of those things. Like you definitely have it.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is with that, like not even to just go into the other part, but a lot of people it's some comedian. It depends though, because it's some
like
comedians.
Chris
like,
Rock, Dave Chappelle still
exactly,
doing it.
like yeah. But a lot of people they're not gonna touch. They'll make subtle jokes about it, but
they
a lot
don't
of
really
people
get
won't touch
into it. Like from what I can see, I
Yeah.
feel like it's a lot of fear of, well, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think that's the art though too. Like you allowed. I think some people saying a lot of stuff like, oh, what's a touchy subject and what's not. When you're a comedian, you allowed to cross those boundaries. Like I feel like
I
be
think
dangerous like that. Like,
But it's so much. It's people now. They care more about the brand and what they doing. Because you think about it now, like stand up, it used to just be stand up and then maybe get a small role in a comedy platform or comedy special or something like that, a comedy movie. Now you got like Kevin Hart, got to deal with Nike and Steve Harvey talk show and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So now these comics, they so afraid to say something that's gonna make them lose sponsors and things like that. And it's just like everything is watered down.
And what do you think about
exactly
that?
I mean,
right.
I
Being
hate
a
it.
comedian.
I hate it. I mean, you look at these dudes putting on wigs and stuff like that. Everybody just selling themselves to.
I hate it.
To do a joke. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just selling themselves and don't even care about what they doing because, it's the trend and things like that. Like it was a time where people was just like, no, I'm not doing that. Like Dave Chappelle, like, no, I'm not putting on that. Oh, I think it'll be funny. He's still tall on that. And now you just got, you got people because they see somebody blow off Instagram, like,
oh, I can do
this
that.
thug dude was like, I'm like, you wearing a wig? Not even funny. Like you was like working at Popeyes last week. Now you on Instagram with a wig talking about chicks be like, I'm like, wow. So it's just like people just, being more watered down and they scared to talk about topics and things like that. And like homosexuality is just being pushed. Like if you look at TV now, one day I was just watching, just like flipping through the channels. Every 3 shows was like MTV, BT, every 3 stations was just like, oh, coming up next week, and they got a man, in a wig, and they got a reality show about,
black,
black men,
it's like
just black men in the wigs and stuff like that, like, or like black gay men, and like just being promoted to the youth and things like that. And
I mean, to the youth, I mean, it bothers me because my son, I mean, I have a 5-year-old. And he's at this age, they're just like a sponge. They're so impressionable. And it's just like, even some of these cartoons, it's just like, I know I'm getting off a little subject, but it's just like, I'm not against it, but I mean, I'm not trying to feed my son that.
Yeah, it's like,
You
do
know
what you
I'm
do.
saying? Do what you do. Go enjoy that.
As a
Whatever.
mom,
Right. As a mom.
I feel like the whole sexuality thing shouldn't be introduced at all. Like, just let them have because they got all their lives.
They got all their lives to
in
figure
into
out
that.
and
They
what
got, once you get into school, like, all that stuff, you got all your life to worry about stuff like that. So I'm not comfortable when it's introduced anyway. Like
Yeah.
not just, you know.
In Minions, they got the little boy, the guys are in their underwear. What is it? The Minions, not Despicable Me, but
Yeah.
Minions. They're like slapping each other. I'm just like, oh man, I can't like what?
Yeah. So it's
What
just
happened
like,
to Hey Arnold when everybody was just talking about
and I
schools?
think too
Oh,
they try
man.
to make it more related for the parents too, so they don't. And a lot of things, 'cause
It's
people-
not for kids. It's like
Yeah.
cartoon movies are for the parents, just so the parents can come as well.
Yeah, and
No,
that's-
let this
and I
can
think
the
that's
kids
the
have
route
something?
that they're going because
Mhm.
it's more likely that they do the ratings and stuff. It all
Yeah.
ties down to money. I feel like with
Yeah.
with each of those.
See, like, see, that's
white
crazy to me.
They can get away with that.
Nah, yeah, white, yeah.
White people can get away with that. White people can get away with that.
Yeah, I just feel like it should
Yeah.
be filtered either way.
Yeah, it need to be filtered.
Yeah.
Hey,
But I
just-
mean,
No, you're right.
but it's gonna be. I mean, there's so many. Not even like saying get put off topic. It's so. If you look at the news today, like you'll see how that breaking news on Trump and he trying to ban transgenders from being in the military too. So it's
Yeah.
all. I mean, it's never gonna. That's a lifestyle, a life. A sexual orientation choice. Like it's never gonna not be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like racism.
right,
It's never
right.
gonna
It's
not
it's
be
all
there.
right. It's gonna
But,
be there.
yeah,
However,
I think it's up
can
to
it
the
be
parents.
there later in life? As far
Yeah,
as
for
like
the
movies for the
children.
children, you know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
I
Can it
think
be
Definitely.
there?
'Cause they-
Can it not be in the cartoons and in
Exactly.
the commercial and in
Yeah,
the
they trying to push
toys
it
and in
everywhere,
the
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Can
Yeah,
it be?
definitely.
It's gonna be there. Just
Yeah.
like being black, us being black,
Mhm.
the culture,
Yeah.
boom, plug. It's gonna be here. You understand? The culture ain't going nowhere, by the way.
Yeah.
We gonna be here. The culture gonna be here, and just in reality, I just feel like, can it be not?
No, you're right. Because back in the day, you had to stay up to 1 o'clock to see BET Uncut.
Right.
You had to
being
stay up
some
late.
good.
Yeah.
I did. I used to stay up.
You had to stay up to
Remember
see
the
stuff.
box?
Yeah, the box.
Bruh.
32.
$2.99 for a video.
Uh-huh.
The box.
But
man.
you had to stay up to, like, if you was up past that time, then you got what you was looking for.
Right.
But now, you could
Now
it could
you
be
could be-
2:30 on a school day.
Right, on Disney Junior.
Right, Disney
you feel
Junior.
me?
They talking about girls once you pop yo. I'm like, what? Y'all remix that song?
Even
Pop
Right.
your books like this. Read it now. Read
Read it
the
good.
kids like this. Let me find the original.
Exactly. They so smart with all these cell phones and what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, but it's just crazy, being a parent. It's different. It's very different.
It's
I
scary.
never thought I would be a parent. Now that I am, I just like you gotta be so like, oh, what are you looking at on YouTube? What it's
Right.
just like
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't have YouTube.
It's almost
I
like
was outside. I used to get in trouble for coming back in to use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, I was
you
always
letting all the
outside.
air out my house.
Hey, and if you come back here again, you staying in and you going to bed.
I gotta pee.
Right. For real, with me and my sister used to pee in the backyard.
Yeah,
But that's for another show.
But you're right. But you're right though, man. It's just
Yeah, it's just so different now.
it's
And
different
I
now.
just feel like a comedian's role as a whole in the black community is to just separate adult comedy from children's comedy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That, and to also enlighten. If you are a comedian and you have a mixed audience, first, one, don't be scared of white people and the others or anybody. Don't be scared. Be yourself. I think a lot of these comedians have, like you said, watered down, and they are scared to do comedy in front of other races, or like real comedy. Granted, let's just be real. You can't do everything everywhere. However, you have to have a filter. Yeah. But still, make your brand, make who you are, make what you stand for universal. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're not gonna go somewhere where it's like a predominantly white club and be like, oh, these niggas. You're not gonna do that. However, still be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about comedy as a whole. I love a good laugh. I've been told I'm really, really funny. That's what
No,
I
you
told-
are. You hilarious.
I heard that, and stand-up comedy, I don't think I would. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if I could do stand-up comedy.
You like funny in like
like
just situations and stuff, because
Just
that's how me and you
situations.
connected. Like when I met you, we was just like chilling, and
Right.
then like everybody don't catch your sense of humor, but when somebody just like
No, yeah, when
You
you
just-
on it, because
you
I'm really
just own it.
sarcastic.
yeah,
And like I use a lot of irony in my shit, especially for like people that's dumb.
mm-hmm.
You know, I love, you know, to be like, oh, you know, you're not dumb, but you are.
Right.
That's the type of stuff that I say. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, no, but you are dumb. So it's just you know,
You got comedic timing,
right,
timing.
comedic timing, and I just love, you know, entertaining people in general.
Come over if you got comedic timing. Come on over to Humble Hands
Humble
TV.
Hands TV.
Because everybody on here funny.
Right.
And, everybody like that's probably like the
Basically. Yeah, I mean,
We
I
get
got sketches, but I was just like, I don't got a lot of people to get in my sketches.
you know just pass them over here. We'll
Yeah.
proofread them.
I know, stand up management, right?
we see if you
Right.
guys if you working with something.
If you got something going
know,
on, right.
We honest too. We'll let you know if it's a no.
Yeah,
you know?
I prefer
Lie
that.
to
Yeah.
me. Lie to me.
She'll tell you. She'll let you know.
Right. Get
She
it
quick.
together.
Sometimes people like, damn, like let me
Let me get it.
Let me
get
feel it.
Let me watch the rest of it. Let
You
me
know?
read the rest of it. Right. I like it.
Sometimes if you feel it, you gotta go with it. Cause we did a sketch on our page, a salon sketch. Did you see that one?
I didn't get to see that.
The
I
cranes
want
in
to
the
see
sky.
it.
So it's on my Instagram
What are the
page.
parents?
Cranes in the sky.
Oh, okay.
So have you heard the Solange album?
I have listened to it every day.
Okay.
Literally.
So yeah, we love that song. So the song "Cranes in the Sky," like I tried. So we did I did a sketch to that, and I had reached out to Aisia. This was like the second one, and she was like, I was like, yeah. So I got this, you know, how "Cranes in the Sky." She's like, I'm familiar. You know, she's like, I tried to change it with my hair. I tried to change it, you know, with all this stuff. I'm like, it's gonna be about a dude trying to get your number, and you gonna turn him down. You gonna write "he ugly" on the paper that you give him, and at the end, the song will be playing. He tried to change it with his hair and all this, and she was like, "All right." I'm like, "No, you don't get it though." She's like,
I don't know.
"I'll just be there." And I'm like,
I'll be there. I'm a support. Right,
"I'm
right,
gonna come."
right.
But then when we did it, and then I edited it, and she's like, "Oh, I get it."
I
Like
get
this
it
song
now, right?
and like that was like the first one that was just like after that one, I was like, all right, we got to keep going with this because like everybody was rocking with that one.
Yeah, I like it. No, I've seen
Brian_BTIDY. Check,
Right.
check that out.
Exactly. No, but I'm really it's been a great time. Even before we started recording, we was vibing and stuff. So I'm glad you guys are here, and I can't wait. I keep saying, oh, think about next year. Let's flash back to when we're here in the studio with one pair of headphones and 3 microphones, and there's 15 of us in a room. So, but I'm really grateful to have you guys on.
I think we got a freestyle coming up next.
And
from
we have
Rain.
a freestyle coming up.
Rain,
We have a freestyle.
are you
coming
recording
up.
this?
Yes, I'm
So he
recording
has
right
to do
now.
it. Wow.
Let's go. Let's record.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Let's go.
Come on.
Everybody can't come up here.
Everybody can't come up here.
We're record
This for the culture.
do it for the culture.
Something that's written already, huh? Here you go, baby.
There's nothing written, B.
Oh, freestyle!
Oh.
Everybody can't come up here.
We're gonna have
Let's
you
see.
introduce you.
We got my man, Reem the Dream. I'm Team Reem, baby. You already know that. We doing it for the culture right now.
Let's get it.
Everybody can't come up here.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
You need a beat?
Okay, hold on. What's the topic?
Put a beat on.
Oh, you trying to get a topic with it?
I'm gonna try a little.
Kyrie.
The last one,
Kyrie
Irving.
Irving. Cleveland.
Being
Let's
disloyal.
get it.
What wrong with Kyrie?
Oh, come on, man.
Hold on, wait.
You a rapper. Get that brain power together, man.
Disloyalty.
Disloyalty. Hip hop.
Or whatever you got. Let's go. No, man. Let him go. Let him rock. Put a beat on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, looking at the paper.
Yep.
Pyramid schemes.
Uh-huh.
Me and B. This is Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Humble Hands. This the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see our vision, see our dream.
Yeah.
Man.
Gas him up.
It's a
Reem
start.
playing, man.
Be
Sorry.
straight.
That's all y'all.
I'm
Hey,
a writer.
He
I'm not really.
said,
I'm his.
You said
Wait.
you was freestyle.
I'm
hold
his
on.
manager.
I never said that.
Brian was like,
I'm his
I've
manager.
never been documented.
I said spit something you wrote already. Oh no, baby. Off the top.
Yo, he said we see our vision, see our dream. Brian was like,
That's all y'all get for free, man.
that's what y'all get
I'm
for
his
free.
manager. That's all y'all get for free.
Right.
Everybody can't come up here, and you won't be back. Humble hands. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Oh man.
Man, I'm having a
Q,
good
you got a
time.
freestyle for us?
Let's go, Q.
Nah, I ain't got nothing, man.
Let's talk.
What?
Let's go off
You
on
got
Rain
nothing.
freestyle.
We see our vision,
I'm
see our
Rain,
dreams.
and we the dream team.
Cream.
doing
Green.
big things.
I like
Big
green
things.
beans.
It swings and things.
I go to swings and things to eat green beans.
Loop earring like Mr. Clean.
Reed can't be like this. Y'all ready? I said
ready?
a 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Reed,
I said a hip.
hop,
Hip hop.
I said a hip hopper.
Hip hop anonymous.
Hip hop, hip hop. Get up to Rain though. Nah.
Nah, thank
I
you.
fuck with it,
You've
Rain.
been recording us this whole time. So I
She's like, that's
appreciate
all
that.
you did.
No,
Thank you. Recording us.
yeah, it's our videographer. That's our videographer.
Oh, y'all should have
bro.
saw Reed face when he was like, he sat down at Ashley's seat and she spilled the beans early. She's like, so glad you're here. So yeah, you're going to be recording the show. He was like, I thought I got a seat.
I ain't come here for all that.
Q like, no, that's Ashley's seat. He like,
I can't be a part of the show. Hip hopper.
hip hopper.
Hip hop anonymous.
Follow Black Youngster
I'm
at
Team Reem.
Reem. Oh, sorry. You wanna
Please, yes, please. I need everybody. Twitter handles. Follow. First of all, you can follow me on Twitter, Real Asia Towns, and you can follow the show at __culture now, and also you can follow me. God damn, I got a lot of places you can follow me at. Hit me up on Instagram at _Asia Towns. My name is spelled AISIA. Last name is TOWNES. That was real nice right there. That
I
S,
was feeling
that
that.
S right there was real. S. I
So
mean,
look.
come on with it. What's good?
Right, for
I
months.
have. That was good though.
So look, the IG is Remy92, REAMMY, the number 9 and the number 2. The Twitter is Fire Stick and Chill. That's a N in the middle, not a AND, just the N.
Follow me. It's your boy Brian, aka B Titty.
B Titty.
Follow me on Instagram, Brian_BTIDY. Follow my company, Stand Up Management. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Also, Twitter is B Titty BTIDY 216. Facebook Brian B Titty Titwell.
Titty.
Get at me on all social sites. Also, subscribe. Humble Hands TV page coming soon for that. Awesome.
Humble hands. Follow me, Kwame Vernon. I see you got jokes on Twitter. Same way you will write it, same way you spell it. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to go to try to see, that's ISEE. You got jokes. On IG is same thing, and follow our page. Follow my page on Instagram. I see you got jokes TV. That's where all the funny goes. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's is really
Motherfucking,
simple.
goddamn.
Instagram is I am Ashley Renee. So Ashley the normal way, ASHLEY, and Renee RENEE. And that's pretty much only place you need to follow me.
Hip hop.
Oh, Maven Body.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Instagram is Maven Body. All my stuff is simple.
MAVENBODY.
Yes. If you're listening, I will hope you know how to spell those simple words.
I mean, I know special people, so you know, I got some special supporters. So
Yes. So
just in case.
yeah, that's it. MavenBodyStudio.com if you want to buy something.
Or anything.
www.mavenbodystudio.com.
I like it.
www.standupmgmt.com. Part of the money team.
www. I don't have. I just wanted to say that. I don't know why. I don't really have any.
Follow Reem at www.tt. dot.
Right.
Find me on Black People Meet.
Oh.
Q, shout out your MySpace.
Stupid.
Got it.
All right, and this has been The Culture. I thank you all for listening. Peace and blessings to the universe. And
Shea butter.
God bless you.
and we'll
Good
be
night.
right- and you take care and tune back in. I thank you all again.
Everybody can
Peace
come
and
up here.
blessings.